Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hong Kong Fintech Week 2021, the annual flagship event for our fintech sector, organized by the Financial Services and the Treasury Bureau and Invest Hong Kong. In the 6th edition, and with the theme Scaling Fintech Future Together, this year we provide a platform for local and global financial institutions, IT and fintech companies, investors, regulators, etc. to gather and exchange ideas on the latest fintech development and explore business and investment opportunities. Hong Kong is Asia's leading international financial center, topping various league tables in the region. In equities, Hong Kong ranked number 2 in the world and number 1 in Asia in terms of funds raised through IPO in 2020. And Hong Kong has actually ranked number 1 in the world for 7 times in the past 12 years in this category. Last year, our equity market's average daily turnover reached 129.5 billion Hong Kong dollars, up by 49% over the previous year. In bond market, Hong Kong was the largest center for arranging Asian international bond issuance in 2020. Hong Kong was also Asia's largest center for arranging first-time bond issuance last year. In the insurance business, Hong Kong's insurance density ranked number 2 in the world and number 1 in Asia. For the wealth and asset wealth management business, at the end of last year, Hong Kong's asset under management AUM rose 21% year-on-year to $4.5 trillion. As a cross-border wealth center by AUM, Hong Kong ranked number 2 in the world and number 1 in Asia last year as well. And it is predicted that Hong Kong would take over the world's number 1 position in 2023 with strong inflows from the mainland to further drive our AUM up in coming years. Many financial institutions and multinational companies set up the Asia's regional headquarters or their Asia's biggest business presence here in Hong Kong. Therefore, this is the ideal place for development of fintech business, as fintech companies here enjoy tremendous access to potential clients, investors, and business partners. Hong Kong is now home to over 600 fintech companies and startups, providing services in mobile payments, cross-boundary transfer, intelligent financial consultancy, wealth management, blockchain, etc. They include some unicorns, globally respected research centers, and innovation laboratories. We are the forerunner in enabling the emergence of virtual financial services, with 8 virtual banks and 4 virtual insurers offering innovative products. There are now over 800,000 accounts recorded at the 8 virtual banks, involving a total deposit of over 21 billion Hong Kong dollars. We also have a set of paradigm on virtual asset trading by having established a regulatory platform to enable such trading activities to take place orderly. While we see the whole range of fintech subsectors all having their presence in Hong Kong, some specific areas are getting more traction, including, for example, wealth tech, regtech, and cybersecurities, enjoying robust institutional advantage for the relevant fintech services to grow. In fact, Hong Kong has one of the highest consumer fintech adoption rates in the world. According to the latest Global Fintech Adoption Index, Hong Kong's adoption rate increased from 32% in 2017 to 67% in 2019, ranking above other major markets including the USA, France, and Japan. Promotion of wider adoption of fintech helps strengthen competitiveness of Hong Kong's financial institutions and the business sector, as well as make available more convenient, expedient, and cutting-edge financial services to the general public. We adopt multi-pronged approach to advance the development of fintech in Hong Kong, namely, number 1, enabling financial infrastructure as well as regulatory and market environment to build a more vibrant fintech ecosystem. Number 2, providing support to financial services practitioners and the fintech community to nurture talents. Number 3, facilitating closer collaboration with the mainland and overseas jurisdictions on fintech adoption and cross-border or cross-boundary applications. And number 4, promoting Hong Kong's strengths of fintech overseas and in the mainland to create more market opportunities and attract inward fintech investments. Let me take this opportunity to share with you the latest development on some of our policy initiatives. Let me first start on our efforts in facilitating fintech development. The usage of the Faster Payment System (FPS) has continued to grow, with its instant payment and transfer functionalities expanded to promote adoption of electronic payment. FPS not only supports person-to-person payments, but also merchant payments, account top-up, and payment of government bills and fees using QR code, etc. To encourage more fintech companies partnering with financial institutions to actively develop new financial services and products, we have launched the Fintech Proof of Concept Subsidy Scheme in the first half of this year, with a total of 93 applications already approved, involving a subsidy amount of around 10 million Hong Kong dollars. The approved application covers a wide range of subjects, including wealth management technology, regulation technology, payment technology, and also cross-sector and cross-boundary applications in the Greater Bay Area and the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. On the other hand, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, HKMA, continues to promote the Open Application Programming Interface, Open API, for the banking sector, and enhance its regulatory sandbox, etc., to incubate more innovative financial services and provide new user experiences. To promote cross-boundary fintech, we are actively exploring with the mainland the formation of a one-stop sandbox network, enabling eligible institutions to test the cross-boundary projects before launch in the market and obtain feedback from regulators, thereby facilitating financial institutions and information and technology companies from Guangdong, Hong Kong, and Macau to test cross-boundary fintech applications. On the other hand, HKMA studied with the Bank of Thailand, the Central Bank of the United Arab Emirates, and the People's Bank of China (PBOC) on the application of central bank digital currency (CBDC) in cross-border, cross-boundary payment is also ongoing. In particular, the pilot testing between HKMA and the Digital Currency Institute of PBOC on using ECNY for making cross-boundary payments went smoothly, and the next phase of testing is now in discussion. Separately, HKMA has started a study on the prospect of issuing retail CBDC in Hong Kong, that is eHKD, e-Hong Kong dollar, covering both technical and policy considerations, and aims to come up with an initial view by the middle of next year. In this regard, Hong Kong MA released a technical white paper on retail CBDC on the 4th of October this year, exploring potential technical design options for issuing and distributing retail CBDCs. The white paper has identified a number of issues for further exploration, on which HKMA will reach out to the academia and industry for further views and comments. We will also continue to work with the PBOC on the second phase of proof of concept testing on the connection of its eTrade Connect with the PBOC's trade finance platform, which will cover more types of trade activities and financing products, thereby providing more comprehensive and convenient trade finance services for importers and exporters of both places. Now, let me touch on our efforts on nurturing talents to prepare for the future. We are now exploring the development of professional qualification standards for the fintech sector under the qualifications framework so as to provide a clearer and recognized professional development pathway for employers and practitioners. Meanwhile, more courses related to finance, including fintech, will be included in the list of reimbursable courses under the Continuing Education Fund to attract more talents to join the industry. In addition to education, Gaining experience is also key to talent development. Further to the launch of the Financial Industry Recruitment Scheme for Tomorrow, first, in September 2020 by the Financial Services Development Council (FSDC), as commissioned by the Financial Services and Treasury Bureau to create 1,500 full-time jobs in eligible financial services sectors. The FSDC has launched the Financial Industry Recruitment Scheme for Young Graduates, the youth version of FIRST, in July 2021 to subsidize 200 full-time jobs in the financial services sector for university graduates having obtained a bachelor's degree or above in 2019 to 2021. This scheme would help graduates to join the financial services sector concerned and gain valuable job experience in banking, securities, insurance, trustees of monetary provident fund schemes, certified public accountant firms and trust companies, etc. In addition to the measures mentioned above, we have launched the Fintech Anti-Epidemic Scheme for Talent Development with a total funding of 120 million Hong Kong dollars to provide local fintech companies subsidy for creation of up to 1,000 full-time positions to enrich our fintech talent pool. We will continue to follow up on the implementation of the relevant schemes to promote the development of the sector. Ladies and gentlemen, in the 14th Five-Year Plan, the Central People's Government has reiterated its support for Hong Kong to further promote mutual financial market access with the Mainland, develop our offshore Renminbi business, strengthen our position as an international asset management center and a risk management center, develop Hong Kong into a green finance center in the Guangdong-Hong Kong-Macao Greater Bay Area, and promote, among others, Hong Kong's financial services towards high-end and high-value added development. The flourishing of our financial services sector will continue to benefit the fintech sector as well. In the Global Financial Centers Index published last month, Hong Kong ranked first in Asia and third in the world, only behind New York and London. With the advantages of our international network and preferential access to the market of mainland China, as well as our friendly and supportive policy measures for fintech development, Hong Kong is the destination choice for fintech companies to start up and scale up. We welcome you to make use of Hong Kong's status as Asia's leading international financial center to develop your business. And I wish you a great week at the Hong Kong FinTech Week 2021. Thank you.